Hey Raiders, so I wanted to make a quick video of all the items needed to complete your expedition. However, going into detail about what the expedition is in the first place took me a bit of time. So to save you all some time, I'm going to go into detail into what the items are to complete the expedition, things that you should start holding on to in case this is something that you want to do. That way, those of you that already know what an expedition is don't have to wait until the end of the video. As for those of you that still want an in-depth explanation of what the expedition is, stick around at the end of the video where I will go into detail about Arc Raiders reset mechanic. So, starting with the list, this was shared to us on Reddit by the user Organic Appointment 43. For the first stage, you will need 150 metal parts, 200 rubber parts, 80 arc alloy, 15 steel spring. Then stage 2, you need 35 durable cloth, 30 wires, 30 electrical components, and 5 cooling fans. On stage 3, you'll need 5 light bulbs, 30 battery, 20 sensors, and 1 Exodus module. And then on stage 4, you'll need 5 humidifiers, 5 advanced electrical components, 3 magnetic accelerators, and 3 Leaper pulse units. Then stage 5, you'll need 250,000 coins worth of combat items, 100,000 coins worth of survival items, 180,000 coins worth of provisions, and 300,000 coins worth of materials. Stage 6, no more materials are needed. All you gotta do is wait for the 7-day departure window, and then you can send your raider off and you can start the expedition. That's all the items that you will need to start hoarding so that you can be prepared to complete your expedition. We obviously still have a bunch of time until the end of the season, so take your time and enjoy the game. This video is mainly for the people that like to prepare themselves ahead of time due to their busy schedules. Now, I will be going into further detail as to what an expedition is and all the items you gain and lose from doing it. If you are someone that already knows enough about expeditions, you can bounce for the video here. I appreciate your support and the view. Sub and like if you liked the video. If you didn't, that's all good. I hope you have a great day. And now over to the explanation. Into that, I want to talk about what is an expedition and the benefits that you gain from it. So certain players are going to benefit from an expedition. Those are players that are going to be playing the game kind of long term. They kind of invest more time into the game, so they will hit the end cap sooner. And so they kind of want to reset the economy. They want to reset the items that they've acquired and all that, but they will be gaining bonus items. They'll be gaining bonus skills, bonus XP coming into the next expedition, and it'll grow exponentially as well. Whereas if a player it doesn't have as much time on their hands to play the game as often as a hardcore player, you don't have to reset. This is not a mandatory wipe. It's not a mandatory reset like in Tarkov, in the other extraction shooters. They force a mandatory wipe to kind of reset the economy for everybody. But in this game, in Arc Raiders, Embark I think is taking an approach to where they respect the players' time a lot more, to where if you can invest a lot of time, great, this is here for you. If you can't and you just can hop on every once in a while, you're a 9 to 5, you're a dad or a mom, and you're working multiple hours in a day, and then you come home to play for a few hours if you can. The expedition is there if you need it and if you want it, but if you don't, you can just hold on to all your items and continue playing for the next seasons that are coming. So let's look at the expeditions here. So the overview: undertaking an expedition means your raider leaves the Rust Belt for good. Preparing your caravan takes time and resources, and once it departs, much of your progress will be reset. Some rewards and advantages carry over to your next raider, lasting until the next expedition begins. These advantages can be increased by continuing to send raiders on future expeditions. So the details: here are the things that you will be keeping, and here are the things that will be lost. So the things that will be lost, this will be reset. Stage upgrade progress, inventory items. So all the items in your inventory, those are all gone. All of your blueprints that you've discovered and learned, those are all gone. All of your coins, so that the money you use to upgrade your stash, that's all gone as well. Player level, skill points, so all of your skill tree, all of your player level, all hit back to 0. But remember, we do get bonus skill points and bonus stash slots when we reset and we start the expedition on the new season. Our raider den with our workshops and all of our quests, that's all gone as well. So we have to re-level up all of our workshops to level 3 again to unlock all the other items that we can craft. So unlocked maps, these are the things that we're going to be keeping. So all the maps that we've discovered, we keep all of that. unlocked workshop stations, so we don't have to rediscover like the refiner and the utility station and all that. We don't have to get the items to just discover it. We have it. They're just back at level 1, so we just restart. So codex entries, we keep all that. Raider tokens, we keep our premium currency, which is the Raider tokens. The cred we get to keep as well, which is the currency that is used to level up our deck. So that's nice because the deck also doesn't reset. So the Raider deck progress, if I go into detail here, we go to cred and you click on this is like the Raider deck, the season pass type thing. This, if you're like on stage 5 out of 6, and you couldn't finish it before the season ended, this doesn't reset. The deck stays. So whatever you've done so far, whatever you discovered, whatever you gained, you get to keep it for the next season that starts, even if you've reset on the expedition. This is great because if there's like a season and armor sets or stuff that you've purchased but you haven't completed all completely, and then you get into the next season, your cred that you've acquired from the previous season, you can use it into the next deck as well, or you can use it into the same one that you've been leveling prior to complete it, which I think is great because, again, I think Embark is taking that same Helldivers 2 approach where people can get into the season pass and they can acquire ones that they want, or maybe older ones as well. I believe you'd be able to purchase older ones as well, and you can complete it at any time. You can just get the currency for that, which is really good. So if we go back into projects, we're looking here, looking at the things that we keep. Raider deck progress, we keep. Active leaderboards, so the trials, all that kind of stuff, we keep all that. Our cosmetics, stuff that we've acquired from trials, from the deck, purchases that we've made on the shop, we keep all those cosmetics. Personal event items, or personal event progress, we keep that. And then again, the bonus skill points earned from the expeditions and the bonus stash slots earned from the expeditions, we keep those as well, which is the main incentive for moving our Raider forward to the next reset, is that we will get bonus skill points and bonus stash slots, which is pretty huge because the game is all about, not hoarding, but holding a lot of loot. We need the slash slots for that. And then the skill points, it kind of gives us a boost as to acquiring, like, for example, the secure stash in the survival tree. Getting to that unlock is huge. So the rewards and buffs. Completing an expedition gives your new Raider a lasting advantages until the next expedition starts. These include increased XP gain, extra scrappy materials, which is huge too, because then it lets you craft more stuff, increased weapon repairs, which is really nice, more stash space. You also earn bonus skill points based on the value of items in your stash upon departure. So that'll be interesting to see, like, how much of your stash when you depart counts towards the bonus skill points that you get. I wonder what does that mean? I guess we'll find out once it comes to that. So the steps preparing for an expedition happens in 5 stages, each requiring specific resources or items. You will construct a caravan, stock it with supplies, then leave everything behind to depart. First, you will lay the foundation, install the core systems, construct the framework, and outfit the caravan for travel. Lastly, you will load it with as many supplies as it can carry. So the expedition calendar. An expedition runs on a set schedule, with each preparation stage unlocked over time. You'll have 60 days to gather resources and complete the caravan build. Once the build and load stages are finished, a 7-day window opens for your Raider to depart, passing their earned rewards onto your next Raider. Missing an expedition departure window means losing its buffs until the next cycle, so plan contributions and availability ahead of time. So basically, we're going to have, the 60 days to gather our resources, to build a caravan, get all that stuff, completed. And then there's going to be a 7-day window, probably the last week available for the season, where we can choose whether or not we want to embark on this expedition, which is our reset schedule. You can choose to do it or you can choose to skip it. If you do it, you get to gain all those bonuses, the skill points and everything. And I believe they grow incrementally as well. So like each time you do it, you get more and more and more like stash space and stuff. If you miss it, you lose all that stuff. And so you don't get to carry that over for the next one. I believe here in the first one, it says Undertaking an expedition means your raider leaves the respite for good. Preparing your caravan takes time and resources to depart. Some rewards and advantages will carry over to your next raider, lasting until the next expedition begins. These advantages can be increased by continuing to send raiders on future expeditions. So yeah, these advantages can be increased by continuing to send the raiders on expeditions. So that's huge. The more and more you do this, each time you reset, you gain bonuses, and it stacks on top of each other. What is the bonuses? We don't know yet. This will be the first one, so we'll find out whether or not it's worthwhile. It has to be worthwhile to get people to even want to go into the reset, to lose all their items. Which for me, as someone that enjoys the game, enjoys just playing it for what it is, and just enjoying the world and all the items in it, I don't mind doing the reset because I'm already enjoying the game as it is. Like knowledge is such a big buff in extraction shooters. So when you know how to obtain something and complete quests and like how to get there, the next time you do it, it's so much faster because you already know what you're looking for. The learning process was the hard part. Now that you know how to do it, coming back into it is going to be a lot faster. So if you're doing that on top of getting bonus XP and bonus items, it's 100% worth it, in my opinion. But again, if you don't have as much time, or if you don't want to invest that much into the expedition, then you want to save yourself from that.